In this episode of Recreating the Crazy Gang, breaking news is just coming in that Ben Malcolm has been sacked. Hello, I'm Lygo and welcome back to Recreating the Crazy Gang. And as per the intro, unfortunately the board have finally lost their patience. In all honesty, I'm surprised it took them this long. We had a meeting with some of the players after one of the previous games. And then a couple of days later, before we even made it to the next game, I didn't even get called into a meeting and the board just outright sacked me. So that comes the end of this series, which admittedly actually fits quite nicely with the full release of Football Manager due on the 24th, and I will be starting a Road to Glory series on there, so make sure you subscribe to the channel, keep your notifications on for the start of that series. But what I wanted to do is just have a quick look and a quick review of how I felt this series went and what I maybe could do different in the future. So if I just come to the schedule, and you can see the dismal run of form we were on since that derby game. I managed to play through to the middle of April, and it took until then for the board to finally lose their patience. And as you can see, we've got a win against Burton and Northampton. We lost to bottom of the table Accrington, and that seemed to be the final straw. Because if I just come to the league table, as you can see, we're now, 8 points, 5 games to go, clear of safety. And like I said, even losing to bottom of the table Accrington, it was just diabolical. The biggest challenge for me with this was fielding unusual tactics. I'm not used to playing direct, no-nonsense football. I normally play more intricate when I set my teams up. And I think if we ever look at the players, and where am I looking for physical attributes of the players, I think one of the biggest challenges was trying to take this team, which isn't necessarily fit for playing no-nonsense football. We did have Joe Pigott and Ollie Palmer, two target men kind of forwards, which did help with that. Other than that, there was no real width, so that forced me to play naturally. And then if we just come to the general info, and I sort this by age, as you can see, it's a fairly youthful squad as well. So maybe lacking in experience where some of the older, more veteran players would have suited this style that I was going for a bit more. Now we can't go back and view the club culture, but you can have a look at the job advert. And the board do want a direct attacking football, which we tried to do, but like I say, we couldn't make the most of what we had available. Making the most of set pieces, I don't recall, maybe scored one goal from a set piece, so that was obviously an issue. And then signing players, we never had the opportunity to bring players in that was going to fit the setup and the mould that we were going for. I think if I was to revisit and do this series or a similar series again, rather than trying to do it over a short term, I think it'd be a more long-term goal, given time to mould the squad to something more suitable to what we want it to do. But then again, it's trying to play with a tactic that I'm not used to, so whether I do visit this again sometime down the line or not, I don't know. Let me know what you think down in the comments. If you like the series, don't forget to leave a like. But other than that, I've got one more video coming out before the full release of FM21, which will be Football Manager 20 years in the future. I know some other YouTubers and streamers have gone way ahead into the future, but I wanted to just go 20 years ahead, see what that's done to the leagues, and also we'll have a look at some players and staff and see what they've got up to in the meantime. But remember to subscribe to the channel for that future video and more future content. Leave a like if you've enjoyed the series, and thank you for watching.